Sky's Perfect Day, The Iowa State Way, by John Walters, voice of the Iowa State Cyclones, illustrated by Rob Peters. Read to you by Claireen Mann. It was a warm fall day in the Cyclone land. The sunshine was bright and looking grand. Cy jumped from his bed. He was so excited. A new football season was about to begin, and Cy couldn't be more delighted. Cy got ready. He rushed and he scurried. Jack Trice Stadium would be full. There was no need to worry. The Cyclones would win. He had no doubt. A victory would be a great way for the season to start out. Once Cy was at the stadium, he went looking for his friends. Everyone was dressed in cardinal and gold, the game day trend. Soon he found Brad and Alicia in the tailgating lots. "The Cyclones are gonna win!" Brad exclaimed, while grilling up some brats. Mel and Kathy were there, laughing and sharing an Iowa State tale. They too believed in an ISU win. "Don't worry," they said. "The Cyclones will prevail." Friends Eric and Nikki also agreed. Their entire family was on board. "The Cyclones will chalk up a win," they said, "but only if the crowd really roars." As game time neared, the stadium filled up. Cy was full of anticipation. The field was green and the skies bright blue. All was right in Cyclone Nation. The band played the fight song. The Spirit Squad cheered. The loud, pumped-up crowd could be heard far and near. And as the final seconds ticked away, Cy found that his friends were right. The Cyclones won! There was never a doubt. They played with all their might. Later that night, as Cy settled into bed, there was just one thought that kept racing through his head. Today was simply the most perfect day. A most perfect day in every way. When next week's game came, it was more of the same. Great times with his friends, high fives, and another big Cyclone victory in the end. But when the next game came, something was different. It just wasn't the same. Though his friends, the fans, and the band were there, the team's chances of winning vanished into thin air. And in the end, the Cyclones lost. As Cy lay in bed that night, something kept bothering him. He turned and he tossed. The very next week, those same thoughts raced through his head. He started to worry. He began to fret. What if my friends don't come back and decide to stay home instead? It was a thought he simply wanted to forget. After all, we lost, and no one likes that. Will they be here on Saturday? Will they ever come back? When the next Saturday came, Cy jumped out of bed. He anxiously waited for the moments ahead. Cy was so nervous he couldn't eat. Would his buddies and the fans be there to greet? As he looked around, he found his friends, Brad and Alicia first. Cy was so happy. He was so joyful that he thought his heart might burst. "I'm so glad you're back," he would say if he could. But Cy couldn't utter a word. Because we lost last week, no matter how hard we tried, would they understand his concern? "But Cy," Alicia said, "did you forget? We're cloned to the bone forever and ever. Whether we win or we lose," Brad said. "That's how we'll always be. Once a Cyclone, always a Cyclone. We're one big family." Cy couldn't believe it when he saw Mel and Kathy. They were there too. His heart swelled 2 sizes bigger as they came into view. "Of course we're back, Cy, and our family too. We're loyal sons, forever true." Kathy smiled and gave Cy a big hug, which brightened his day. "Don't worry," Mel said. "We'll win today." As Cy bounced to his next stop, he found Eric and Nikki with their family in tow. They were ready for a Cyclone victory and wanted their team to steal the show. "Why did you come back?" Cy thought to himself. "We lost the week before." Nikki smiled, giving her friend a playful tap on the beak. "You really don't know what for?" "Because, my friend," Eric said. "Every day is a great day to be a Cyclone. Some days are just a little bit better than the rest in the end. And today," Nikki said, "we'll make that last play. Trust me, Cy, the Cyclones will win today." Cy entered the stadium, bursting with pride. His friends were back. They didn't run and hide. Members of the Cyclone faithful. They filled the seats week after week. Win or lose to them, their team is always on a winning streak. Once inside, he took a quick look around. There wasn't an empty seat to be found. It was just like it was before. The cheerleaders, the band, the bright blue skies. Cy could feel tears coming to his eyes. This, I thought, is what being a Cyclone is all about. My friends were right. There's no time to be sad. There's no time to pout. And on that Saturday afternoon, the Cyclones played great. They never gave up and rallied late. Can you guess what happened? Can you guess how it ended? Well, the Cyclones went out and won that day. Jack Trice Stadium was rocking play after play. And as Cy lay awake in his bed that night, he couldn't help but think how his friends were right. Once a Cyclone, always a Cyclone, win or lose. We'll stay loyal sons forever true. Every day is a great day to be a Cyclone. Just like Eric said, there was never a need to hang his head. Cy did everything he could that night to drift off to sleep. He even tried counting fluffy white sheep, but try as he might, he just couldn't sleep. He was just too excited about the next day, for it was the start of basketball season just across the way. It wouldn't be long before Hilton Magic would be alive and well. He imagined all of the ISU fans he would see, and the buttery popcorn he'd smell. All of his friends would be there too, those loyal sons forever true. Slide pulled up his blanket of cardinal and gold, as he thought to himself how Iowa State games would never get old. We'll cheer on our Cyclones every single day. We'll win a bunch, but we may lose one or two along the way. And you know what? That's okay. Because year after year, we'll always return to those same seats with those same friends, convinced that this time the Cyclones will win once again. And as I finally settled down to sleep that night, a final thought crossed his mind. This really was a perfect day. A perfect way, the Iowa State way, day after day. I hope you have enjoyed this Auto Juice program, Cyclone fans. Go State! Oh, we will fight, fight, fight for Iowa State. And will the colors ever fly? Oh, we will fight with might for Iowa State. With the will to do or die. Rah, 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 loyal sons forever true. And we will fight the battle through. And when we hit that line, we'll hit it hard every yard for ISU. Fight! Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on Instagram at loudandclaire.autoduced.